Alright, welcome back. Last time, Sasuke obtained 2 whores that would follow him forever. Now he'll go find a 3rd whore. So, it's funny, while we're recording this, I'm actually in the midst of uploading Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes 3. Mm-hmm. And we're right at this exact point in the upload schedule of him getting Junko.
Oh, that's funny.
So, like, the timing on this is really funny.
I guess it's a good thing we spent 2 weeks recording other games.
The timing couldn't have been funnier. I gotta kill these guys or else you won't follow me to the green dot. You're lucky that I will make your death swift.
That'll save us the trouble of having to pick him out.
Dude, these guys, like...
These Kabutos?
Yeah.
I mean, Kaboom Tops? Yeah, Kaboom Tops.
You're just gonna charge
Hey, water guy, are you gonna, like, tell me out, or are you just for show? No, shop spear.
I gotta find this image for you, because you're gonna be like, oh yeah, no, these are definitely,
Hey, it's okay to take these
these
guys.
are definitely like that.
Yeah.
Hold on, it might take me a moment here.
Alright, fair enough. Go, Speed Racer, go. Oh, you know what? While you're talking about that, I did want to bring up one thing about Bleach. Do you remember in Bleach that there's a guy who, like, implants false memories into people?
Yes.
So, there was a short novel book where that guy fought Green Jiao Jaggerjack.
Yeah, that's why Jim has the last.
And what cracks me up about it is he fought Green Jiao Jaggerjack, and Green Jiao Jaggerjack was able to defeat him in a fight. Not because his mind controlling didn't work, but because Green Jiao would never not kill one of his friends.
Like a real American?
I love Green Jiao. He's so fucking ridiculous. He's like, why are you still fighting me? He's like, because I would never trust one of my friends this much.
You see, you fell into my trap.
See, what you weren't expecting is that I'm a schizophrenic.
Tagging along with you has just been one long string of hardships. The gate is closed.
Oh, the gate is closed?
What
Fuck.
do we do?
Oh
What do we do,
no.
Kieran?
about it at the lookout tower.
The lookout tower? I know where that is. It's slightly to my left. Oh no, this is my right. Never mind.
You're nothing but sniveling pests.
I did it. I reached the
This
stairs
is
of
not
the
the
lookout
exact
tower.
one I
Good
was
enough.
looking for, but like,
The lookout tower.
get some weird
Oh yeah, T-Rex
vibes
guys.
from these fucking enemies there.
I'm gonna open the gate. Hold them off, okay?
They're apex predators. Thank you, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
I love it because it's like, go to the observatory, get to the stairs. Okay, I did it. I've obtained the stairs.
Now just wait here for 1 minute.
These
Yep.
guys. There's just no end to them. Finish the job, then complain. Yes, sir. We'll do.
The Railing Gameplay Edition.
We're learning.
These guys aren't anything special either, huh? Don't let your guard down. Jugo. Is he really such an important recruit?
No.
No. I mean, the fact that he can talk to birds comes up once. It's so he can scout out, like, Itachi for Sasuke or some shit.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. Actually pointless.
Like, that's just like one of those weird, like, extra superpowers you throw onto a character to try to make them more interesting.
So true. My Hero Academia did that. They made, like, one of the classmates can, like, talk to animals, and I'm like, wow, that's, like, the worst power.
And the worst part is,
worst
like,
power.
he's not even, like, a human-looking dude, so, like, his quirk could have been something else. But, like, he's, like, a weird-looking rock man, if my memory serves right.
He sure
But,
is.
like, he can speak to birds, or animals, so it's just like, wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Your quirk made it so you could talk to animals, but you also look like a pile of rocks.
Yeah, which is weird, because it's not how that should work.
No.
That's that. There's so many, like, I love their power system, because they're like, we have a simple and easy to understand power system. Either you get a power that gives you augments, or you give you a power that makes you look different.
Let's go.
And then there's a bunch of people that have both, so fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Again?
Which is not how that's supposed to work.
No.
Via their own lore.
I think they just wanted to definitely, like,
It's like
make
they wanted
cool look
to...
to characters, but I also were like, well, what do we do?
It feels like they wanted to do, like, a Harry Potter magic system, so it was, like, consistent.
Like a strong
and then immediately were like, nah, that's boring. And then immediately threw it out.
Yeah, so they call that a soft and a hard magic systems.
Yeah.
Sasuke.
And, you
There
know,
was one more gate after
they have
all.
different, like, you can use different examples. Like Harry Potter, you know, you can say that's kind of a soft magic system. They can do, like, kind of whatever they need to do. There's spells that do stuff, X, Y, Z.
Sure.
The Force, definitely a soft magic system, because, you know, the Force can just do shit.
Yeah.
Where the other lookout
But,
tower
like,
is.
and then the hard magic system is, like, Full Metal Alchemist, where, like, there are rules, and you have to play by the rules, except for the main
I
characters.
was gonna say, except when you don't. But
Yeah. Except for the main characters. But, like,
ignoring a hard magic system is usually done to establish a point.
yeah,
But,
that
like-
their character is, like
Strong.
Overpowered or
overpowered or broken or special in some way.
why Al and Alphonse can use magic, the alchemy without circles.
Which they tried doing in My Hero, where it's like, if you don't have a quirk, you can't have a quirk, but I can transfer you a quirk, even though you shouldn't have a quirk. Or
Eat
like,
my
I can
hair.
Have, or I can have multiple quirks, even though you're only supposed to be able to have one quirk. I can have multiple quirks. But then they just kind of like gave up. And people just do tons of crazy shit that they shouldn't be able to do, and their powers don't make any sense.
Yeah.
So it's like they started with a hard magic system and then gave up, like
Oh, yeah.
midway through the story.
I think it's because the author was just like they were getting a little too constrained by the rules they put in place.
What rules?
Exactly.
The thing is, I would agree with you, except they added those rules after he had already broken them.
Yep.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And then, like, there's, like, certain characters who are in there who are, like, that weird tech girl who's obsessed with Deku just because of, like, she wants to make a gear for him.
I mean, she's not obsessed with Deku. She's obsessed
Just
with
everybody.
gear. Yeah,
Everybody who, right?
anyone who gives her the ability to make new gear, she likes.
Um,
The hot
And-
one, I know what
and
you're
it's just
talking
like,
about.
you're like, so what's her quirk? Is she, like, super smart or something? No, she has weird eyeball things, and, like, that's her quirk.
Her quirk is that, so you know how you need like a magnifying glass to like see things.
Yeah, she can
She
zoom
can
in.
do that with her eyes. It's really practical in a tech level because like you can get those really tight soldering joints, you know,
And then,
those
like,
really tight.
here's the
PCB
thing,
boards.
Chris. How did she pass the hero exam?
The same way Invisible Girl passed the hero exam.
By saving enough people?
No, you can't prove I didn't destroy all those robots.
It's just been one long
That's my favorite reason why she passed.
It doesn't seem like you destroyed any of these robots. You can't prove I didn't destroy any of these robots.
That's it, you're in!
By God, you're right.
I fucking love that.
Sasuke, I'll be right back.
It's the funniest fucking thing.
Chris,
Also
now wait
very
here for
true.
another minute.
Meanwhile, Deku got in because he destroyed a fucking 200,000 ton multi-skyscraper sized torrent
Yeah,
boulder
the thing that literally you weren't supposed to break.
Yeah,
just a bit. Because we're
with a single punch and annihilated his whole arm. Deku's biggest threat to Deku is Deku.
Well, it's funny, because
I'd like to take you
I think at the very end of
Who says
the manga, he's fighting, but he's not even fighting with All for One 100%.
No,
Which I'm like, yep.
I don't think
That's
he.
alright.
I don't think he's ever going to, because I think that was like the point.
Yeah.
Is that he could never actually use the full 100%.
Now it would kill him.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was
yeah.
too much of a bitch. That's why they gave him all those extra quirks. So that they didn't have to give him 100% power, because then it would make him too OP.
Yeah. No, Chris, those aren't like those aren't additional quirks he has. Those are just quirks that One for All inherited.
Yeah. Extra quirks, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said, yes.
It's very like what?
I don't know why they try and make that a different thing. It's like, no, it's just it's the same thing. They're deep in the bowels of the One for All quirk.
Yeah.
They live in.
That's why All
they
Might
live in
couldn't
the
use
rectum. I like to think that All Might didn't use them because he didn't need to.
Yeah,
He was
100%.
just so good at One for All that he didn't need to use any of the other quirks, so they just never bothered.
Yeah. And then as
Deku, they're
much,
hoping because he sucks.
as much as people try to say that All Might didn't have a quirk, he 100% had a quirk.
Yeah,
It was the growing big form.
yeah, it was Sword Grow Longer.
Yeah.
We all know.
But instead of sword, it was Big Buff Man, go big.
Yeah. He had the Johnny Bravo quirk.
Yeah.
He gets ripped.
I've got goosebumps.
your ultimate form made her have goosebumps, Chris.
She's always horny.
Yeah.
It runs in the Uzumaki clan. Don't worry, I'll help you. You might not know this about the Uzumaki clan, but horniness runs in the family.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's 100% canon.
Yeah, it's absolutely canon. And you can't tell me it's not.
The 3 Uzumaki characters we actually have semi-flushed out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like 100%.
It's like this girl, Naruto, and Naruto's mom.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will follow us and make things
I mean, all 3 of them fell in love with the first person they saw. It's weird that it didn't work out for one of them.
Come on, Sweet.
Oh man, this guy got a special line of dialogue and he's gonna be dead in like 2.2 seconds.
I feel sorry for that guy. He's got weird crab arms and a weird crab back.
He turned into a hermit crab. These are referred to as the hermit crab people. You might remember them from such famous movies.
I should have finished this while I had the chance. Hey, let's take
They might seem like they're living a bad life, but they use their deformities to get roles in Hollywood. Kind of like Gary Coleman or whoever those other fucking weirdos are.
Oh, dude, I just remembered the Snow White movie that came out
Yeah,
recently.
it sure did
And
come
how
out.
that's a disaster.
Yeah, it sure did come out. And to be fair, we all knew it was going to be a disaster before the first trailer came out.
Oh, yeah.
It's just... Boy, was that obvious, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, it is just very funny.
Are-
It is very funny. It's... We have time to go into this, I think, right?
yeah, of course.
So, one of the people... I've seen so many people rip into it about, like, you know, the CGI dwarves look terrifying, like Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah, they do not look great.
They pushed a bunch of agendas in that movie, which no one's shocked about.
I mean, that was obvious. That was going to
I
happen.
forget the name of the woman who plays Wonder Woman, who played the evil queen in that.
Yeah,
Godot or
G-
something? Something Godot.
Jessica Godot, I think?
Jessica
I
Godot or
can't
something.
remember. Yeah, it's
Whatever her
definitely
name is.
Godot. That's definitely the last name for sure.
Her who, let's be honest, she's a very attractive woman.
Yeah.
But there's no way in hell she is going to be jealous of the woman who played Snow White, Sleeping Beauty.
Honestly, the bigger problem is that she cannot sing.
She can't act either.
She's not good at that either.
She's not very good at acting.
Yeah, she's not good at either of them.
Which I'm like, ooh.
Some massive chakras.
That's how I know a review is being real, by the way, and not just people hating about the Snow White actress. Is when they're like, the Snow White actress was a good actor and a great singer. Godot was not.
No,
Because everyone likes Godot, but everyone hates the girl who played Snow White.
oh yeah, and people did not like how her sing. The girl who played Snow White, they didn't like her singing or like acting because they were like, she's not very good.
No, that's not true at all. That's how you know people are just being, are just hating on her because of the things she said and not her talent, because she's very good at singing. She was on Broadway for like 6 years before
yeah.
this movie.
No, she's like okay, but like the film was just terrible, from what I've heard. I did not watch it, and I have no desire to watch it.
It's funny because this recently came up because the guy who played Hornswoggle, which is a wrestler, just did an interview with the guy who does all the wrestler interviews, and he was just like, yeah, fuck Peter Dinklage.
Oh,
Because he
yeah.
screwed me and my people out of
reason with him is
tons of movie roles. He's like, he screwed all these people out of money.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
So many people got so many people in the dwarf community,
yeah.
and you know some people were like, you can't say dwarfs. You know, little person just seems even more of an insult.
Dwarfs is okay.
Yeah.
It's I believe it's midget is the one that's not okay now.
Yeah.
They don't like midget.
Yeah.
I think dwarf is still okay. I think. Don't quote me on this.
Whatever the term they prefer to be called
Yeah.
is. Peter Dinklage screwed so many of them out because it was just like, I did see that clip. I've also seen other people in that community like getting pissed. I saw one who was a comedian who I can't remember his name, but
Yeah.
he's really funny, and I love this comedian.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And he makes a lot of dwarf jokes, and he was like ripping into Peter Dinklage about how like
Yep.
you know, just because he was able to get in and like all that
listening to me just
Yeah,
now.
he
doesn't
screwed it
mean
for
that
everyone
he
else.
screwed it for everybody else,
Yep.
because he got in there and he slammed the door shut in everybody's face. And I was just like, yeah, no, this is very on point.
It was the same point that Hornswoggle had, where he was like, He's like, it's fucked up because he's like, that was 7 doors. He's like, think about it.
7 rolls.
He's like, that was 7 rolls, and their stunt and their doubles, and the fucking stunt doubles, and fucking like, he's like, that's between 14 and 21 people at least. Yeah. That are in the community that are not gonna be
can't be employed
for this. He's like, you cost all those people money, every single one of them.
So Peter Dinklage is very much hated in that community right now.
Yep,
which is very funny.
So
yeah, it's not a good movie.
Yeah, it's really upsetting because Hornswoggle was literally like begging Disney to cast him in the role for like years.
As one of the dwarves?
Yeah, as one of the dwarves for like years. And Peter Dinklage said that, and they were like, we're not casting any dwarves, and he was pissed.
I mean, rightfully so. A lot of people were annoyed about that.
Yeah.
And then, so it's out right now, and I have not really seen too many reviews on the Lilo and Stitch movie.
Oh, I hear it's fine.
I hear it's fine too.
It's fine.
I heard they changed a couple of key points that I'm like,
it's not great. It's just fine. It essentially, here's what I've heard about it, and this is what I've heard about most Disney live actions.
It's meh.
It's fine. The original is better.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I've heard that too.
They made a couple changes, and they argue that the changes, mostly at the end of the movie, they make this weird change at the very end of the movie, and pretty much everyone agrees that the change they made at the end of the movie kind of ruins the whole point of the movie. And it makes...
I think I know the point. We're not going to say it because...
Yeah, because it's like brand new.
Although,
so I won't spoil it.
I will say one thing, and that you could say is a spoiler, but they don't have the Owana means family.
Yeah, it's funny because I made that same statement.
They don't have that scene. They don't have the scene, and that ruins the entire movie for me. I have not even watched it, and I'm not going to watch it just because they don't have that fucking scene.
Damn, dude. Tell me how you really feel.
Well, Owana means family.
That's right. Owana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind.
Yeah. And how could you fucking get rid of that scene? Also, how could they So,
yeah,
they edit some films, and when they put them on Disney Plus,
yes.
I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I already know what you're going to talk about.
The one where she's in the laundry machine, and
she was originally in the dryer, and they edited that out because
they didn't want to give kids the idea of hiding in the water.
Okay, there's 2 parts of this. Number 1, I don't like editing stuff, and I really hate censorship. On the other hand, people do die every day by getting locked inside dryers.
Yeah.
Which sounds ridiculous, but it happens on a regular basis, actually, so I kind of get it.
So like, I heard that one, and I saw people complaining about that one, and I'm like, no, as much as I don't like changing and that, I'm going to give Disney that one.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm like, that's ridiculous. And at the same time, I'm like, I will let this one pass. Mainly because of how often children do die by being by being put in a dryer. Well, I will let this pass.
I heard this advice, and you'll probably understand and appreciate it, which is, if you're gonna if you get home and you need to look for your kid, never look for your kid where you want them to be.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And where you expect them not to be it to be a problem.
That's why the first thing I check when I come home to an unaccompanied minor is the kitchen cabinet. Under the sink specifically. Because if all of that shit's moved around, I know I need to call the hospital now instead of in a few minutes. I can skip that step.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your kid did what? Well, you see, he ate at least half of the dish detergent. I'm not sure how much it requires to kill someone, but I'm pretty sure it is poisonous.
Dude, you gotta eat those Tide Pods.
So I'm gonna need you to tell me, how poisonous are we talking here? I was on, the Internet Historian does videos where he talks to other people and they just riff on like random subjects for a while, right? Mm-hmm. It's called In the Field. He had one of the guys on. He told a story about how he ate a glow stick because he thought it was one of those freeze pops in the freezer.
No, I can understand that.
And it was one of those things. I get that. You're a fucking stupid child, but I get it. I can see how you would take that mistake as a dumbass. But he was like, I ate one of those, and he's like, it tasted like spicy Tabasco sauce and soap. He's like, that's what it tastes like. And they're like,
I don't like that I can picture that.
Yeah, right. It's funny because right when he said it, I was like, I can immediately tell exactly how that tastes.
Yeah.
They called poison control. He's like, oh, my sisters are freaking out, and they called poison control. And the poison control guy was told me to gargle ice water to get rid of the Tabasco flavoring, but that was it. So I don't think they're poisonous. I think they just tell us that so that we don't eat them. Because I could have swore for like a week later I could see in the dark. Which is where I'm pretty sure he was memeing.
Definitely memeing.
Yeah.
But, no, I can see them as trying to make it as non-toxic as they can.
I imagine, see,
Just because it's a
sold
glow
for
stick.
children.
It's sold for children.
Yeah, so I imagine that they probably try their best to not make it. I imagine it is poisonous if you eat enough of it. I also imagine that what is inside one glow stick is not enough to be poisonous.
Well, that reminds me of the... There was an ice cream brand. I think it was like Ben and Jerry's.
Mm-hmm.
They had like trace, and I mean trace amounts of like this. I don't know if it was a chemical or some sort of food thing that like in certain amounts
Yeah.
could kill somebody.
Yes.
And the amount that you would have, the
It's,
amount
like,
of
insanely
ice cream
high. Yeah.
you needed to consume of this ice cream before it would have been toxic
Yep.
was enough you would actually die from overdose of milk.
Before.
But and I mean
before,
like,
yeah.
like fucking like thousands more before.
Yes. It's funny you say that because we're on chapter 5, by the way.
Yeah.
It's funny that you would say that because in root beer isn't root beer anymore. It used to be made out of sesame root, but then doing a study in like the 60s, they found out that it was poisonous to drink if you drank too much of it. So they banned it from sale in the US, so it can't be in anything in the US, but it's still allowed everywhere else in the world. And the reason for it is because the amount of it you need to drink, and it needs to be pure concentrated, like root liquid essentially, sassafras liquid, you would need to drink essentially like, I think it was like 100, I think it was like, I think it was, if you, God, I'm bad.
Whatever the
I'm
math
bad
is.
I'm bad at liquid math. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I believe it was somewhere around the ballpark of like 10 liters of it to kill you. It's like,
That's a fuck ton.
it was like an absurd amount. It was like really, really fucking high. I think I saw another study, and that's where I'm thinking I'm getting 100 for. It was like you would have needed to drink like 150 bottles of root beer, like 2-liter bottles of root beer in a single day for it to actually kill you.
Well, knowing you, Chris, you could have done it.
That's a crazy amount.
That's so much
I mean, I could, but that's a crazy amount.
so much
you would
fucking
have,
root beer.
you'd have to piss every like 30 minutes. I think honestly, by that point, I think you would die of water poisoning before
Sugar.
you died of
You'd have too much sugar.
Yeah, you're right.
You would have a heart attack from having too much sugar in your bloodstream.
But yeah, it was really funny. Yeah, it's like an absurdly high amount, but it's still banned to this day, and they refuse to unban it in the U.S.
Well, that's the whole thing with Coca-Cola too. They should have just kept the
They
original.
should have just kept the Coke in. There was I forget what product it was, so my apologies, but there was a guy in the comments who made a great statement on it, and I looked into it, and it is true, and he's like, yeah, it was like back in my day, blank drug was like banned for being, you know, lethal to people and causing cardiac arrest and death, and he's like, and then I figured out, and then I looked into the study and found out that they came to that conclusion by concentrating it to a liquid form, and then injecting it into the bloodstreams of rats, at like 100, which, like, the amount that they're injecting into the rat would have been like half the weight of the rat. And then they're like, they died. We can't have this being sold to the public. This drug is clearly dangerous. He's like, and that's why he's like, and from that day forward, I was born as a permanent skeptic of all studies of science. And I'm like, rightfully so.
I don't like that, but I like that. You know?
Yeah. I mean, never trust any scientific study. I know people are going to get mad about this, but never trust any scientific study. Literally look into it, because a lot of the time they're cheating the study so that they can say something that isn't true. Because they're usually getting funded to make something true.
Like I literally was screaming at somebody about this the other day about you shouldn't have to jump through hoops to be able to prove results.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a lot of the times that's what they're doing, because they're getting funded to prove those results. The people funding these studies are usually funding them for a very specific reason,
because they want the results
they can
they
get the
want.
results they need or want to get whatever they want, either passed or legalized or whatever it is. Anyways, with that, we're gonna have to pick this up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.